Good start this past weekend. Appreciate our fans. They did an awesome job. Players were in this morning, got an opportunity to learn from the film, and got a big football game this week. Really good opponent that we're playing. They play all three phases of the game really well together. Defensively, they've been really good, and be a great test for us up front and on the perimeter and a quarterback. And offensively, we got a really experienced quarterback. Got playmakers around him, and their special teams are really good too. So huge test for us this week. One that we're excited about. Traveling a few hours down the road. Look forward to seeing Ball Nation show up and be a great contest. Open it up.
Questions? We'll start with Austin.
Can you kind of break down what Concepcion does well to have success, and does he remind you of anybody that you've come against in the past that spot in the slot?
Yeah, first of all, he's got elite speed, really good hands, makes plays, on teams, on the offensive side of the ball. They do a good job of moving him around and, finding space for him to work and operate. He's strong, he's explosive. We got to know where he's at, throughout the course of the football game.
Vince, then Paige.
Josh, how much emphasis did you guys put in before the season to really be better and more effective in the middle of the field where it looked like you guys were very efficient on Saturday?
You're talking about offensively?
Yeah, offensively, the basket.
Yeah, it's been a part of our offense. Last year, we weren't as efficient in the middle of the field as we wanted to be. Had a good start to it this past week. There's a lot of things within the structure of what we're doing offensively that we can be better at too. You guys had an opportunity to watch it with the coaches today, and we got to make improvements. This is a good football team. We're getting ready to go play.
What did you like most about Nico's vision and anticipation when connecting with his receivers?
Yeah, I thought he was extremely accurate, had his eyes in the right spot, did a really good job of hitting windows, and that's in between defenders and the second level, over-under balls between the second and third level.
We'll go to the back.
And speaking of Nico, he just got SEC Freshman of the Week honors. What does that mean for him to get that recognition this early?
Means that he played well in week one and had an opportunity to grow, learn from the tape today, and get ready for a really good football team this week. Young quarterback, going to continue to get better. Great test this week that we have coming up in NC State.
Rob, then Wes.
Coach, everybody, looked at this team from the outside, talked about the defensive line depth being, things that everybody liked about this team. What was it like to actually see that, happen on Saturday? 17 guys, I think, played.
Yeah, a bunch of guys that played up front. We'll continue to rotate as we go. I thought they all played extremely hard, did a good job destructing blocks. There's some things that we got to get better at, but effort and technique for the most part was really good. One of the strengths of that unit is the ability to play multiple guys, so you're fresh up front. And I thought our second level did a really nice job playing physical and playing downhill too.
I guess particularly with the way some of those guys the running backs have been dinged up a little bit of time during the offseason. Were you surprised at all with the way they were able to kind of physically finish some of those runs and get those kind of +2, +3 situations at the end of plays?
Wasn't surprised by the way that they ran the football. Each of them have a different story as far as their progress physically. A couple guys that had off-season surgery. But throughout the course of training camp, as they worked themselves back into playing football and playing shape, felt like they were executing those things that we wanted them to fundamentally at the end of the runs. There's some things that they got a chance to grow from here, watching the film, but excited about the way that group played as a whole.
Noah, then Adam.
Coach, how are you kind of assess with tight ends, Saturday and particularly Ethan Davis?
Yeah, Ethan made some nice plays out in space. I thought the other guys did a really good job out in space as well. All three of them played solid in the forward, in the run game, and a couple times there were protections as well. So, like that group, we got to continue to grow and get better this week.
Josh, this is the first time, obviously, that Nico's going from a week one performance to a week two. What extra challenge does it face when he goes into that second game?
Everybody faces the same challenge. As a competitor, you can live in what everybody's talking about last week. The reality is you're only as good as your next performance. So prepare, practice the right way, and get ready to go play.
Eric?
Josh, I know some of the personnel has changed over from last year to this year for NC State, that secondary, but led the ACC with 17 picks, 8 wide at quarter. What makes that group so aggressive and going and being, making those plays?
Yeah, have some transfers that they brought in. All three levels of their defense playing together is a big part of the picks and their zone coverage, dropping out, making the windows tough, and then in their pressure, applying pressure to the quarterback, getting home, and making it uncomfortable for him.
Vince and Austin?
After looking at the tape, what was your evaluation of your offensive line, specifically those first 5?
I thought they played really solid. We rotated some early in the football game. Some things that all of them can do better fundamentally, but all in all, it was a solid performance.
Lance's first game, in the tempo, like kind of, what was kind of maybe his take, and talking to him after the game, just kind of seeing what it's like in a real game versus what you guys do in practice?
Yeah, I thought he was really comfortable in what we were doing within the tempo of our offense. He performed really well. Thought he played extremely well.
Other questions? Patrick, you had?
Yeah, Josh, we didn't see Ricky Gibson on Saturday. What's his status, and do you guys expect him back this week?
Yeah, we held a couple of guys on game day. You might have seen him warm up. End of the day, he'll be ready to roll this week. It just felt like for our football team and the longevity, all of it. There were a couple of guys that we held out that could have played in that one, but we'll hold them for this week.
Emily?
You talk about the benefits of rotating back with guys on the line on both sides. Do you think that this is the deepest that room, both of those rooms have been for you as a head coach here?
Yeah, for sure. Just, I think I've said it before, but, as we've had to navigate our roster, build our roster back from when I first got here, while taking some deductions, this is certainly the deepest that we've been, and we're close to being at full strength, not quite there yet, but this will be the last year that we're a little bit thin, but as a whole, just the development, the body types, athleticism that we have is definitely the deepest that we've been.
All right, last one to Ryan here.
What was Max able to do to win the kicking job? And then I know circumstances can change the game, but what do you feel like his range is comfortably right now?
Feel really good with him, really strong leg. I like his competitive makeup. Very confident, comfortable no matter what situation that we put him in. Obviously game day's a different deal, but really solid. So he's got a smooth swing, he's consistent.